And welcome to San Diego Living on this Friday morning. Well, you hope it never happens, but if you ever have to take your dog or cat or any of your animals to the veterinarian for an emergency visit, boy, you want that to be as stress-less as possible. And the only way to do that is to get that pet ready ahead of time. Dr. Diana Jones joins us here this morning to help us do just that. How you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
I'm fantastic, but this is like the mellowest dog on the planet. Okay, this is not the dog we're talking about that we have to worry about going to the vet.
No.
Who is this?
This is Lexi. She's 13 and a half.
13 and a half?
Yeah.
What a sweetheart.
She's pretty calm.
One of my dogs, I've got a couple of yellow labs, started limping yesterday. First off, how do I know whether or not it's an emergency situation that needs to go to the vet immediately or something that you kind of observe for a little while?
I would say limping, they need to go to the vet. But basically any change in their behavior or their demeanor, I mean, limping means they're painful. So any type of pain, they should go to the vet. And
labs are so goofy as a breed because they'll limp for a little while and then they'll stop. And you'll try to, grab the joint that you think is affected, and they don't react at all. And then later on, they're limping again. So do they mask sometimes? Do they try to hide things from you?
Yes. Labs are very excitable, so they forget about the pain. Just like children will, be painful, but then not painful. It's like, oh, that doesn't bother me. Oh, now it's really bothering me.
Okay, so it's...
But their excitement masks the pain, yes.
Okay. Well, so show me how you kind of get an animal acclimated ahead of time. If you're knowing that someday it might be a possibility that you might have to take him into the vet.
Well, one of the most important things is to remain calm, because some people stress out.
And then the animal picks that up?
They feed on that. Oh, you're stressed out, something bad's going to happen. So you remain calm, and if you know ahead of time how to calm your own pet, like, for example, she's nervous. This is about as nervous as she gets. So if you just rub her and pet her and talk to her, you can hold dogs. It's hard to hold cats and make them calm, but dogs, they want that bond. So you learn how to calm them ahead of time.
You see what they respond to.
What makes her calm. It's an individual thing, but it's also different for dogs and cats. And then prepare. This dog's obviously prepared because she lives with a vet, but prepare the dog for what's going to happen. So you want them to be able to be handled by strangers. You want them to be able to have a muzzle on their face. Because
you might go into some vets and they might necessarily have to muzzle the animal.
Yeah, like your dog that's limping, if it went to the vet and the vet was going to manipulate the leg and say, oh, what's going on? So the first thing they do is go, oh, and so your dog's going to go, yes, ouch, that hurts right there. That's how they talk. So then the first thing the tech or the vet's going to do is put a muzzle on because this dog is painful and they don't want to get bit by the dog. So they have to be able to be handled from their, their nose to their toes. And for a lameness exam, sometimes stressful manipulation. So yes, a muzzle would be good. And then basic things like a stethoscope. They need to be able to be calm. And then when you're calming the dog, you don't pat the dog calm. Okay? You rub the dog. So this is not calming the dog.
I think I could pull this dog's tail and it would calm it down even more.
Yes. So I brought a bunch of things just to demonstrate that at the vet in general, they might have things occur that are strange to them. So if you did them ahead of time, they wouldn't be so strange. Like if you were going to look in their mouth, some dogs are like, no, you're not going to look in my mouth. Or they don't like having their toes handled. I mean, she doesn't like having her nails trimmed. So you get out the nail trimmers and she's like, ah. So we have, look in their eyes, look in their ears. So you would just want to try to get the dog used to being handled. Look in the ears, because as an owner, you should be able to do an exam on your own dog and go, oh, look, there's a mass on her eyelid. And I didn't see that before.
One of my dogs has that too.
There you go. So that could be an emergency if you just noticed it and now it's bleeding, for example. So it doesn't have to be a huge deal.
There's got to be some classes or some places I can take my pet and kind of get a little more training, a little more information.
Yeah, there's actually a pet first aid class that's available, and in San Diego there's several that are available. And then you should go to a trainer. Your dog, like for example as a puppy, should be trained from when they're first you acquire the dog, let's say a 6-month-old puppy, they should go to like a 6-week class. And then they're going to be more able to listen to what you are going to tell them, like sit, stay, heel, all that.
Well, we've got some information on the screen right there for free pet training, monthly pet fair this Saturday. Your next opportunity, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m.
Yes.
And folks can go to that. PetSurge.com?
Yeah, PetSurge.com, and ER for Pets is our ER. We're in Carmel Mountain. And the events that we have, the monthly pet fair, we bring pet professionals, for example, every month, different pet professionals, and the public can come for free. We have all kinds of food samples for free. There's a My Perfect Pet is a brand new food company in Poway just opened. And this Saturday from 10 to 2, we're having Barkbusters come and do free training. They're going to start at 10:30. It's a
Take advantage of it, folks.
half-hour free training.
Well, thanks, Doctor, and thank you, too.
Oh,
you were a little hard to get along with, but we'll keep working on it.